work too, bro. You can outsource editing work now through like Fiverr, Upwork, and all that shit. It's a real thing, man. Like editors go through some shit.
That would be crazy.
You know?
Yeah, but I don't even know how I'd get them this footage. Like I literally have
Yeah.
like 100 gigs of footage. So
Oh, probably through Google Drive. Probably through
that
Google
stuff.
Drive.
Five couldn't even send it to me. Like he had to
Oh,
literally send me a hard drive, like a little disc.
oof.
Cause
Yeah, okay, that
yeah.
might be a little
So
hard to do.
yeah, I don't know about that. Shout out to the
But yeah,
editors.
yeah. Shout out to editors, man. You need to talk about that a bit more because, god damn it, there's an industry of that. All right. But
Let's
yeah.
get it.
Hey, welcome back to another episode of the Polytickin Podcast. You for rigging nerds. Episode 131. I'm Hello Marcus. That's Sefa. You know what it is, okay? Evening. It's Friday. Ain't got no job, and I got ish to do. Okay.
Yeah.
What's the deal? What's going on?
How you get fired on your day off?
How
Stealing
you get fired on your
boxes.
damn stealing boxes?
I just do a bit of the clubhouse.
Yeah, bro.
Yo, man, what up? Welcome to the Polytickin Podcast. Y'all know what it is. For those of y'all that don't know, you know, I'm Seth. That's Marcus. If you want some more of us,
Thank
if you want to, if you want some more of us, and you want to support us directly, come on down to the Patreon, patreon.com/Polytickin Podcast. $5 a month gets you, or $5 or more. If you're generous, go ahead and or more that. Gets you a. Thank you. We all wanted to see your belly button. Thank you,
Oh,
sir.
no, I'm sorry. I gave everybody belly just now. My bad. I had to fix something. My bad.
Do the little belly dance.
You know what I'm saying?
But yeah, come on down to the Patreon, patreon.com/the Polytickin Podcast. Get an extra episode every week. You know what I'm saying? We have a community in there. Shout out to Drewski holding us down in the community, man. You know,
Man,
pretty much the only person in the community. But we got other people.
Man.
We got silent listeners. We got silent watchers.
Yeah.
You know,
Hell yeah, we do.
you know, most of the people in there is on Moicolo status. They watch and they don't say much. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that's all good.
Yeah.
That's all cool. You know, whatever.
Feel
Come
like
through,
this.
support us. Yeah, you know what? Shoot, just come in and just subscribe
come in.
and don't even, just come in and subscribe and don't just leave it. Just leave it on auto pay. You know what I'm saying? Just go in there, just add it to the list. You got Netflix, you got HBO Max, you know what I'm saying? You got Hulu, you got Apple Music, you got just Polytickin Podcast. Just throw that on there. You know, just leave
We would also like to watch it. We'd like you to watch it because you're paying $5 to watch it. You might as well just watch it. Just let it sit.
Hey, but check this out. If you don't want to watch it and you signed up for it, just sign up for it.
Love us that much.
You know?
Yeah, come on.
Yeah. But whatever. Yeah, patreon.com/the Polytickin Podcast. Also, if you want some more Marcus and Lance Falitongo of the Polynesian Podcast, go on down to the Pacifica Movie Starter Kit. If you watch us on YouTube or listen to us on the audio platform, Apple or Spotify, you already see it in your feed. But go ahead and check that out. They're just being goofballs and whatnot, breaking down contemporary classics in the community and in our culture and movies. We're gonna do Tina. When are we doing Tina? When are we doing it?
I don't know. We got to figure that out. Yeah, we're gonna
Lance,
figure that out. I think Lance
hurry up
needs to watch it. Lance, hurry up.
When is the last time, Lance? Why are you lagging, Lance? Let's talk to Lance. Lance, this is for you.
Lance.
What is taking you so long to watch Tina? Do you hate?
Yeah.
Do you hate Samoan women so much? You don't want to watch a movie based on Samoan women? Hey,
God, this all makes sense now, doesn't it, Lance?
You know how fast he watched Boy. You know how fast he watched. He'll watch Boy before he watched Tina.
Yeah. Yeah.
Lance.
Yeah.
What if we call it Tama? Would you watch it if it was? Would you watch Tama?
He'd rush. Yeah, he'd jump over every hurdle to watch Tama.
I think this is why. Hey, we never thought about it, but yeah, there we go. Lance has not watched Tina. We've asked him plenty of times on the show, off the show, and he's refused to watch it. He says stuff like, I gotta watch my kid. No.
No.
Yeah,
he also said something about being the president of the He-Man Woman Haters Club. I don't know what it is. I don't know what that means.
He keeps talking about having, he has to, be with his partner, be with his kid, go to work, like all of these excuses that really don't mean much.
Yeah.
But the bottom line is, it's a movie centered around a woman, and of course, that would make Lance's skin crawl.
That's crazy.
The whole time he watching Tina, he got the Arthur hand fist.
Yeah. His arms are folded up, pouting. Yeah.
This movie would be so
Yeah.
much better if the grandpa was around. But yeah, come
Yeah,
on
man.
down to
We
the
could
Pacific
definitely get
Movies.
into it.
Come down to the Pacific Movie Starter Kit. We gonna break it down. Yo, I need y'all to press Lance real quick, man. Letting him know that we waiting
God
on
damn.
him. The whole world is waiting on our commentary, and we cannot do that until Lance watches this. And for whatever reason, he can't afford it because Lance rich as hell. He ain't got time because Lance has 17 podcasts that he's a part of. So of course he has there's no excuse. There's no excuse that works.
Come
Okay?
on, bro.
There's no
Hey, man,
excuse.
storm my Uso out, bro. Stop talking about him like this, man.
I'm just saying. Come on,
Stop
Lance.
talking about him like that.
Let's get it together, Lance. But
Come
yeah,
on, Lance.
shout out to the Pacific Movie Starter Kit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Also, if you want some more Lance, if you love Lance like we love Lance, as you can see, go on down to the Polynesian Podcast, man. Lance and Coach Forrest, giving you some hot takes from two Samoan men who, respect women.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah, Polynesian Podcast with Coach Forrest and Lance Falatongo. Go on down there, check them out, and all that. And yeah, I think that's all our program reminders for the most part. So, without further ado, my brother, how you been?
I've been really good, bro.
Ooh,
Really
ooh.
good this week. I caught you up a bit. I wanted to save this for, you know, whether the news was good or bad because it's a lot of rounds of stuff and it was just a long wait and I am pretty excited about it. But a position opened up within my company that I had to jump at the chance for. I know I mentioned it on the show before about like, doing coding as a hobby, dude, and reading up about like IT and like certifications and stuff, and all that kind of fell by the wayside after getting my current job. But the position opened up, and I applied. All right, I threw my friggin' hat in the ring. You know what I'm saying? It's an opportunity to do something new, get more pay, and get away from freaking degenerate gamblers for a bit. You know, but today was the second round of interviews, and I think I crushed. I think I crushed.
I'm sorry, brother. Just for your last comment, you're on the podcast with a degenerative gambler. But anyways, yeah. So
I know. I know. We created a network with two degenerate gamblers.
Yeah,
I know.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
Okay.
Sorry to burst your
It's
bubble,
cool.
but yeah.
In my personal life is cool, but as a job and occupation, it kind of wears on your soul. So anyway, yeah, all that being said, you know what I'm saying? There's really not much else about it. Just the interview. It's
Yeah,
probably
but
the
you
most
so
confident I've
like
been in an interview. What?
you said that you crushed it.
Uh-huh.
What is an example like what did they ask you and how did you respond? Unless it's like personal,
Whoa.
but can you
No.
get into that? Okay.
Yeah, hell yeah. A lot of it was going right from the jump, but I think the very last thing that was asked at the end of the interview is what stands out to me the most. Because I usually never have an answer for this question. And they asked, like they do at every interview, do you have any questions for us? You know what I'm saying? Usually I leave that part blank. It's just like, no, not really. But then I asked, what would your advice be for someone in my position? I seen their faces light up. Oh, and then they went off, gave me some solid advice about the industry, what I can do as someone with no technical experience in the field, but, who runs a podcast network with two friends who have to deal with tech all the damn time. You know what I'm saying? And problems with infrastructure and network, dude. But other than that, bro, it was a solid interview, man. They asked a lot of, what is your life looking like in 5 years? What are you trying to do? How to It's just, I don't know. Your boy was on a roll today, bro. And hopefully I get it, man.
Hey, you got a little something right there. Go ahead, dust it off real quick.
Yeah, hold on, brother. Thank you, man. Thank you, dog. I'm so glad you know what I mean? Thank you, man. I know my Uso looking out for me, bro, because sometimes I got some dirt on my shoulder. I gotta wipe it off. Wipe me down. You know what I'm saying?
You might have to pop your collar while you at it. You know what I'm saying?
Mr. Furl, I'm the owner of the building. You know what I mean?
Hey, you know what's funny? The interview for my job, I prefaced every answer
Oh
with,
God.
this is how I normally would answer, but this is how I'm going to answer because I understand I'm about to be in this job position. So they had asked, like, you know, you say you bond with the youth, like the kids that you're working with, and they say,
The
"Hey, Seth,
youths.
we're having a family barbecue. You know, my parents said it's okay. Come on down." How would you respond? And I'm sitting there and I start laughing. I'm like, "Hey, I'm gonna be real. Y'all said how I will respond as me as a person who ain't working here. I'm
No.
pulling up." I was like, I support the youth. You know what I'm saying? I'm really good with connecting with families. So if you want me to be honest, you want me to be honest, right? And they were like, yeah, be honest. I was like, yeah, I get it. But I understand if I get hired in this position, it's certain rules and regulations, stipulations I gotta abide by. So I wouldn't if I worked here. And they were like, well, that's a good answer. That's a good answer. And they was asking, like, if in the case of emergency, what would you do? And I was like, well, I mean, if it was me, then we would have to deal with it a certain way. But if I worked here, I understand I can't do it that way, so I'd have to go through the correct, the proper channels and routines and protocols and whatnot. So like my whole interview, I did two-sided answers. I did the answer that me as Seth would do and the answer that Seth the worker would do. And I really think that's why they was like, yeah, we like this guy. He knows he knows where we supposed to be at with it. But that was funny.
Making an interview that comfortable to where you can talk to the people like that, it definitely, you know what I'm saying, it serves a lot. It was the same way. It was very casual,
Mm-hmm.
There was an exercise that one of them wanted me to do, and he set up 5 scenarios and he asked me to rank them by importance. And then
Ask me.
I don't remember the questions.
Oh, okay. Sorry. Sorry.
One of them, I'll say one of them. I'll say one of them. One of them was troubleshoot the OP supervisor's computer, and I think I had that at number 1 or 2. It's my age, I'm you know what I mean. I'm gonna help bro out.
The man, the boss.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying. Maybe he could throw a bone or whatever. But So 5, rank them in order. But then he says at the end, it's like, how you. Where you rank them at, it doesn't matter. It's one of those things in the interview. It's like, it's not about how you rank it. It's about, your thought process and you having to learn to go with your gut because situations will always arise and da-da-da-da-da. And I was like, oh, yeah. I mean, yeah. I think that might have been where I stumbled just a bit because I took it seriously. You know what I'm saying? As soon as you said gut reaction, because I was sitting there like, maybe I should rank it like that. I ranked it at the end. I ranked it by hardest to easiest, but in the end, it doesn't matter. Other than that, I think it went pretty well, bro.
I want to touch on an old segment, and I want to see how true it is today.
Okay.
What did you wear to this interview?
So the interview was over the phone. I didn't have to go anywhere.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I don't have a webcam, so I had to use my phone, and I just wore this. What I'm wearing right now is what I wore to the interview. White tee.
Oh, you had to do a webcam interview?
Yeah, brother. Yeah, I talked to.
Did you use this setup?
Yeah. I used my tripod, but I had it set up, vertically. I had my phone set up vertically.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
But yeah, no headphones or nothing. Just it was just displayed. I didn't want to hold it in my hand like this.
Did you show them the floating bookcase and all that? You showed them
yeah. You know what I'm saying? Gives them a little idea of what you know what I mean.
I want to see the bed made today. I was wondering what was going on.
Come on, bro. Come on. I forgot to get the damn comforter, bro. It's still chilling in the dryer, but you know what I'm saying? Shit, I had to sterilize and sanitize. And it's hot. Yeah, exactly. Had to sterilize what's going on in here. You know what I'm saying? That's why it's all white, dude.
Yeah.
So, but yeah. No, it was cool, man. Well, what's up with you? What have you been up to?
Hey, hold on real quick, though. Shout out to my mom. She got dressed for a phone interview. My Uncle Chico never lets her forget. Mother, I love you. I'm sorry. Dad always brought it up too, so I got to bring it up. My Uncle Chico would always say, "Your mom's so dumb. She got dressed up for a phone interview."
Hey, man, you got to dress for the job you want. You know.
That's what I'm
You know,
dressed to impress. So shout out to
exactly,
you,
bruh.
shout out to mom. You know what I'm saying? And yeah,
Hell yeah. What's up
uh,
with
I,
you?
I just want to say, man, I have the utmost respect for anybody in videography and video editing.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to the USO 5, man. My USO 5 shots from San Ho.
Yeah.
He recorded a bunch of clips from my Uncle Spank's funeral and then of me at my Uncle Spank's funeral for like some music videos, and then for my dad's funeral. And I finally got all the footage. And so this whole week I've been like going through the footage and checking it out. And now I'm editing the videos for the rap, the lyric or the videos that we made, the music videos that we made
Yeah.
at the service and after the service. And boy, you have to have a different kind of patience to
Mm-hmm.
do this. It reminds
Definitely.
me of when I first started learning how to record, mix and master and edit my vocals, but
Mm-hmm.
just in a like it's been so long since I've been on this computer because it looks similar to Adobe Audition, like Adobe Premiere is damn near the same
Yeah.
thing. But it's been so
Mm-hmm.
long since I've been in this setting of editing and dealing with some moving stuff. It's been so long since I've not known how to do stuff. And so
Mm-hmm.
my tolerance and like my patience is so low. Like if I can't
Bro.
find something and I go Google it, I was trying to Google like I can't even explain. You know the snapping on
Uh-huh.
like the
Snapping to
videos and
grid.
yeah, like the
Mm-hmm.
snapping to grid stuff. Like it
Mm-hmm.
wasn't the same button that it is in Adobe Audition. And plus, I used the 2019
Oh.
version of Adobe. This is the
Oh
2025 Premiere.
yeah.
So I'm
Okay.
sitting there trying to figure out how do I stop this snapping because it keeps messing up, and
Mm-hmm.
and I just want it to be. And so I was looking it up, and it took me like 10 minutes. And as soon as I figured it out, as soon as I clicked the button, I literally was like, I need a break because
Bro.
it's so infuriating. So yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, man. I I understand. Yeah, yeah, yeah. The editing process is just like it takes so fucking long, but I
Mhm,
find enjoyment in in like what you're doing, learning the new stuff. You know what I'm saying? I like
mhm.
that feeling of not knowing how to do something, but I totally understand your anger because it's like fuck, I want to know how to do it right then and there, and then when you
Yeah.
don't, you get fucking frustrated. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to adopt that mindset of like, no, this is something new and it'll take time. And now I enjoy learning something new. I know, bro. The older we
Yeah.
get, the smaller our patience gets, bro.
And
But man, it's the mindset shift. What?
the worst part is this is so similar to Adobe Audition. Like
Yeah,
everything looks so similar. So when I'm trying to
yeah.
do it, I'm just like, this is where it should be, or like the shortcut on the keyboards. Like this should be Control S or Control V or Control. And since it's not,
Mm-hmm.
so and it's like some of it is like just shifted over slightly, and it's just like I should have been able to see that. I didn't see that. I'm an idiot.
Mm-hmm.
So
Oh yeah.
yeah,
Oh
yeah,
yeah. You start hating the fuck out of yourself after
yeah,
like a couple of hours of just editing shit. You're just like, man, fuck, I'm a piece of shit. Why is this shit not working? Da 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 da. But it's
bro.
like that's all a part of the journey, man.
Yeah,
Like that's all. That's what learning is. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah.
learning sucks sometimes, bro. But it's got to be done, especially for something like for something that we do here. You know what I'm saying? Even just
Mhm,
it's a fucking chore to screenshot shit and edit it and
mhm.
edit our podcast clips and shit. Even though that sounds like such a small dumb thing to complain about, but it's like the editing process is that fucking crazy, bro. It takes a
Yeah,
while, bro, for
it's
anything. A
yeah,
30-second clip, you want to manipulate a 30-second clip to like trim it down to 10 with all the information that's in that clip to try to condense
yeah,
it to 10 seconds is fucking hard. You
yeah,
know? Like time is so hard to deal with in the editing process. So yeah, no, kudos to editors, videographers, all of that, bro.
yeah,
Because there's a lot of things going on that most of us don't know. The casual fan, they just see a picture like, oh, that's nice, bro, or they see a video, oh, that looks cool. It's like, bro, they spent 4 hours, 5 hours a day on like 30-second clips. Like,
bro.
it
If
gets crazy.
you know what I was thinking about too, I was thinking about
What?
this as I was editing this on Wednesday or Thursday. Like
Yeah,
after I finished, I was so frustrated. I was like, whatever, bro.
yeah,
This is a video that's gonna be probably 3 minutes,
yeah.
and I'm like about to pull my hair out, right? I
Oh
can't
yeah.
even I can't even imagine
bro.
what kind of patience it takes for people who work on movies.
Come on,
Because
bro.
you talking about hours for a 2-minute video. Like
Mm-hmm.
it takes people years for a 2-hour movie.
Come on,
You know,
bro.
you know what else? And also in that thinking, I felt so bad about bootlegging movies.
Oh.
Marcus like,
No,
oh, I've
that's
never
crazy.
felt that.
Yeah. No,
because
that's crazy.
because like if you think about it, bro, when you bootleg a movie, all of them hours that the people is putting in it don't get reciprocated. Like all of
Bro, let's not
and
even talk about
so
the process. They had to sneak a fucking camera in to watch this damn movie. You know what I mean? Like, let's not even take into
there's
account the
there's
actions they
also
took before editing this shit.
no, you talk about the bootleggers. I'm talking about the people who put the movie together.
Oh.
Like they
Are
don't
they not
get
the
they're
same
just
thing? I
no,
imagine them as just like one person doing it all,
no,
like
no,
running a
no.
network of his own shit. Like he goes and
Although
records, and then he comes
although
home to fucking edit.
although I guess when you buy bootlegs, you do support someone who had to do something difficult that you didn't want to do. So I guess
Whatever,
somebody's getting
whatever,
paid, but
whatever helps you sleep at
but yeah,
night.
I just been editing this video. It's taking forever. It's
Yeah.
also been difficult watching these clips with my dad in there for sure.
Mm.
But yeah, so like emotional, whatever, and then also the physical aspect or the mental capacity of having to. Yeah, I'm glad it's the weekend. I'm glad it's the weekend.
Right.
We're taking our
See, at
time with
least
it. Yeah.
yeah. No, see, like you mentioned, editors on movies, and they have to take into account a lot of other people's visions for what
Mm-hmm.
they have for this movie.
Yeah.
You just have to
Yeah.
deal with your own, you know. So that's cool. You know what I'm
Well,
saying? Your
hopefully I
own
don't let
whatever.
5 down.
Oh yeah.
Let 5 down. Let's be my next song. Let 5 down.
I let 5 down.
I let 5 down. Yo,
Yeah.
Nas. Sorry, this is separate, but Nas has some nerve to talk about J. Cole making workout when he has Uchiwali and You
Come
Owe
on, bro.
Me.
Come on.
Shorty, tonight, then you back it up. I say you owe me something.
Yeah.
Like, nah.
Come on, bro.
Owe me back
We
like you
remember
owe your
Escobar.
rent. Owe me back like it's money I spent.
Oh,
Nas got
oh.
some nerve talking about J. Cole when he has that song on his discography.
Hey, hey.
But you
Sometimes
know
people
what?
forget where they was at.
Yeah, you know,
Right, Nas?
yeah. Nas, chill out, Nas.
Yeah.
Um,
So what's going on?
so let's get to it. We talking
Yeah.
culture today, y'all. If you don't want to hear about culture, man,
Sorry, you're at the wrong. You're
yeah,
watching the wrong network, bud.
yeah, you are. All right,
What happened?
this one. All right,
Oh,
let's do it.
yeah.
LDS Living is a magazine owned by the Mormon Church, and here's a quote from this article. The cultural tattoos are actually something that we discourage our employees to use. This is speaking of the Polynesian Cultural Center. So at the Polynesian Cultural Center, they are discouraging showing the culture, like the cultural tattoos. Because while there's a good cause for it, a good reason, we also feel there's a higher law, which is to recognize our bodies as temples. And so what he's essentially saying is this higher law, which is don't get tattoos, which is a Mormon law, not part of Polynesian culture. The Mormon religion is going to outrank what might be part of the cultural heritage of Polynesian people, even at the Polynesian Cultural Center. The article goes on to say, President Eyring referred to it this way when he gave me this assignment. Continue to preserve and portray the cultures of Polynesia in a unique and authentic manner, but never forget that the presiding culture at the Polynesian Cultural Center is the gospel. So, at the heart of the cultural center should be the Mormon church. I think that this quote really shows what the church is asking people to do, which is not to exist in harmony with their cultural heritage, but to give up their cultural heritage if there's any certain part of it that does not jive with what the church asks of its members.
All right.
Yeah.
Tossing it to our correspondent, our cultural correspondent.
Yes, hello. Yes, hello.
Yeah,
Sefa, I'm out here at the front steps of the temple.
he's on ground zero.
I'm on ground zero. Um, I seen that video this morning, and yeah, it struck me immediately, and I knew I had to bring it up to you. It I mean, she's saying all the right things. You know, I can't help but agree with what she's saying as far as you know, the church, because we talked about this, right? The LDS Church owning PCC.
Yeah,
And I don't know if we talked about it then, but I, the thought that comes to mind is like, well, since they own PCC, what kind of rules can they make or will they make? You know, and this is, it's not even, it doesn't even sound like an outright rule that they put into law or on paper, but it's like, it's just this they're just, it sounds like they're just pushing this mentality of gospel first, right? And it's, I don't know, it just doesn't sound good, you know, on the surface, you know what I'm saying? And I can't help but agree with what she's saying, but I don't want to indict the entire Mormon church, you know what I'm saying? I just want to give it to that idea of organized religion, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's organized religion that is the problem, you know, and aspects of that. So I don't know how else to break it down, you know. I'm sure we're gonna do that right now, but yeah, what do you think of the video, bro? What's going on? I just sent that to you like 20 minutes ago.
I know.
Yeah.
We just watched it before we started recording. This is an aspect of the PCC that we didn't touch on last time we talked about it. We kind of touched on the bottom line. We touched on the money,
Duh.
profitability of it, and it seemed like they were operating at a loss, right? That's what we concluded. Like, they pretty much were operating at a loss, and at the time, it kind of didn't make sense why, and now it seems like it's the dots are connecting in my head.
Okay.
Why
So
would
what
you?
sorry.
Why would you? Why would you operate at a loss at a PCC, cultural, center in Hawaii with little to nothing to gain, to stand to gain?
Right.
And if the bottom line is this is just another version of missionary work,
Hey.
of
Because
recruiting,
money isn't an issue.
like
Maybe it's
imagine,
attendance and members.
like imagine you got kids, because I knew a lot of people who worked at PCC who weren't Mormon, who went
Okay.
there from Samoa, who moved to Hawaii, who needed a place to work and make money. And what's a better way to make money than to go over there and do things that in Samoa you was doing every Saturday for free or every day for
Right.
free, working the plantation and doing your chores and husking coconuts and whatever else. So like, you
Yeah.
find this place, you figure, oh shoot, I can make money off of doing stuff that I was doing for free, and then you find a
Yeah.
home. But then in exchange for that, they say, hey, can't have you had no tattoos, can't have this or that. I'm sure people seen the culture. I mean, the influence of Mormonism around the PCC and different things, and it
Sure.
kind of, even if it just stays in PCC, right? You got to think about influence. You got to think about the way that our realities are shaped. And if you go to a place and they tell you you're only going to be successful, or you're only going to be able to work for us if you abide by these rules, no tattoos, no culture, no blah blah blah, whatever, that kind of stays with you, especially as somebody who's Samoan that comes from the islands, where you
Well,
come
yeah.
into this new world where everything is much bigger, much faster. There's so much more people, and then you slowly, like, once you move out from Samoa, you learn, you figure your way out, you feel your way out through the world, and you say, oh, this is okay, this is not okay, this is acceptable, this is not. And so for them to have that time, the impressionable era of somebody who's 18, 19, fresh off the rock, that yeah, I could see where that could lead. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And so before we were figuring, oh, they're operating at a loss, I wonder why. And now to me, in my opinion, it's just a recruitment ploy for them
Yeah.
to recruit to Church of Latter-day Saints.
Right.
Yeah,
Again, money isn't an issue. You know,
yeah,
if they're gonna like most good businesses would shut down the PCC if it keeps operating at a loss year after
yeah,
year, right?
yeah.
But I guess it's not really that much of a loss if they're still raking in millions of dollars, on its own. You know what I'm saying?
I
And
I was
what
Mormons is the most business savvy type of people I know.
I remember you saying
Like
that, yeah.
literally,
Mm,
they know how to make money.
hey,
They know how to recruit and they know how to make money. Like,
and I'm sure
yeah,
there are other things. Yeah, there are other things that is keeping PCC just up and operational.
yeah,
You know what I'm saying that we don't know about. Sure, yeah.
yeah.
It's just yeah, no, just like you say, like it'll stay with you as a
Mhm,
kid fresh from Samoa. It's like
mhm,
now you're making me feel excluded from my own shit. Like
mhm.
you know what I mean? Like you brought me on to help you out, but now you're excluding me because of the shit that I grew up with. Like you're the Polynesian Cultural Center. What the fuck am I supposed to? What the hell is that?
Yeah.
Like it's just weird. It's just weird all around. But
If you know what, I feel like I wouldn't have so much to say if it was the Mormon Cultural Center.
yeah,
If it was labeled the
because that's
Mormon
their
Cultural Center,
Mormon stuff. Sure,
I feel like
yeah.
I wouldn't have. But also I like what you said. Like this isn't our take exclusively to Mormonism,
Mm-hmm.
because every religious culture, there's a sect of every branch of religion in Christianity that is against tattoos, that is
Sure.
against,
Yeah.
that
Mm-hmm.
will tell you you cannot serve two masters. You have to
Right.
either abide by your cultural laws or abide by your gospel laws. And so this is
Mm-hmm.
not like a Mormon take. It just so happens that this take was from a Mormon place. But
Yeah.
this is how a lot of cultural branches feel. I mean, religious
Right.
branches feel. Like this is, so this is just a
Mm-hmm.
talk about in general. And in general, I feel
Yeah. This
like,
isn't a religion talk per se. Like
well,
it's not
this isn't
at
a
all.
Mormon talk. It's a religion talk, but it's not a
It's a
Mormon talk,
Mormon. Okay. Fine.
because
Sure. Okay.
the
Yeah.
Mormons are at the top of this topic, but it happens in every branch of religion. It's,
All
at
right.
least in Christianity. You got
Yeah.
Jehovah
Okay. So go
Witness.
on.
You got, I just
Mm-hmm.
I feel like in history, right? We've seen how dangerous this type of rhetoric could be. Like we've
Yeah.
seen it. We've seen the Crusades, and we've seen like all of these different, religious missions and
Holy wars.
missionaries.
Yeah.
The holy. We've seen how it could exterminate cultures, customs,
Mm-hmm.
religions, languages. So we've seen that, and I feel like the same way we can read these old texts and old Bibles and kind of like old verses from the Bible and kind of translate them into current times, or translate them to fit current times,
Mm.
or even like reinterpret it, because sometimes like some of the older stuff, the way they were reinterpreting stuff is not how it was intended to be. And so I feel like
Oh yeah.
culture, I feel like culture and customs and all of these things, there should be a way for them to coexist. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't,
That's
cause even if like I feel like people just nitpick certain areas,
okay.
tattoos, gender, sexuality. Like there's so many
Mm-hmm.
things, but like I've never seen people rally to get rid of alcohol. I've never seen people rally to, like shame people who commit premarital sex. Like
Mm-hmm.
there are certain things that we've kind of allowed and we've turned a blind eye to. If
Mm-hmm.
our body is a temple, everybody that's overweight should that gluttony is a sin.
Right.
Like we've never heard that become a topic, because we've just kind of accepted it. It's like one of those
Mm-hmm.
things that's kind of like, yeah, but oh, but he has a tattoo, and oh, but he's gay, and oh, but we're gonna leave the fat people alone. We're gonna leave the
Mm-hmm.
people who smoking. Your body is a temple.
Yeah, here you
Everything,
are smoking cigarettes in the parking lot, bud.
yeah, like everything should account for anything that you do to damage your body. You're damaging the vessel that God has lent you.
Mm-hmm.
That should be the frame of mind. But no, we harp on tattoos. We harp on different things. So I I feel like if people took a step back and realized that they already bend the rules, that they should understand we need to move forward, but we also need to preserve our culture. We also need to understand what makes us human, what makes us different, what makes us us, and kind of like shift in. I don't know the exact way though, because I'm not well versed in the Bible. I'm not well versed in religion like that. But I'm just saying, like, we've done it for other things. Like we watch football on Sundays,
Right.
the day that we supposed to rest.
Right.
There's so many Christians in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
You're not supposed to do that stuff. You're supposed to rest. You're supposed to, like we've already made, like, whether you're conscious of it or you're not, like we've already done it. We've moved a lot. We've moved the goalposts.
Yeah.
So I just feel like
It
culture
just
and customs are super important, and that's something that we should definitely either reevaluate religion or reinterpret or understand what is acceptable, what is not, and then we move forward from there. If y'all want to outlaw tattoos, like for the people who want to outlaw that, that's let's go from there. Let's outlaw cigarettes. Let's outlaw soda. Let's outlaw all these things that the Bible specifically states against, and let's just be consistent with it. And if we not, then let's not. But yeah, yeah.
You mentioned how other religions should be harmonious with each other, right, and learn to coexist with each other. She mentioned that in the video as well. That's why I perked up when you said that, because that's exactly what this is, right? Cultures, including religions and customs and stuff, should learn to be harmonious with other cultures. I thought, you know what I'm saying? Like it just makes the most sense, But if there's an overarching, I don't want to say master, but I mean owner, or the one with the money, a la the LDS Church with PCC, you know what I'm saying? Like, then it's unfair. There's no, you're not on the same level playing field and all of this shit, So there's no harmony in that. So you're trying to impose something that isn't yours, that doesn't belong to you, you know. So now it's becoming an issue of harmony or disharmony, whatever the fuck it is. So I just want to subscribe to that idea that it would just be better to just not just stick to your own, but to be again harmonious with other cultures, to learn to peacefully coexist, bro. It just makes the most sense. But there's just too much human factor involved, which leads to so many other interpretations, like you saying, to where people will stick to, that they feel it's personal to them. So it's like, man, fuck, whoever's setting the rules, please, can we set the rules for all of us to follow? You know what I'm saying? Who are we supposed to listen to? Like, am I supposed to listen to what the fuck I grew up with over here in the islands with my tattoos and stuff? Or do I listen to my new fucking occupation and what the fuck they got going on with their body is a temple and I don't like tattoos type shit? Like, bro, I'm good.
The only thing that really makes this an issue, in my opinion, is that they're imposing these laws at the Polynesian Cultural Center. With that title,
exactly,
with that front, you would assume that the center of that whole center would be Polynesian culture. Like, that is supposed to be the end all be all when it comes to that. And the fact that it's not, then y'all should change it to the Mormon Cultural Center. That literally, if they were to do that, I would have no issue whatsoever, because that's their stuff, that's their belief, that's how they want to run they stuff. Fine, but when you take on the title of Polynesian Cultural Center, but Polynesian culture is
as owned. I see it in my head right now.
Wait, does that say it?
No. That's what. That's what I feel like a poster would say, like on TV or something, like some kind of advertisement. Welcome to the Polynesian Cultural Center, as owned by the LDS Church.
Yeah, if they changed it to that, if they changed it to the Mormon Cultural Center or the LDS Cultural Center, have at it. We understand the guidelines is set right then and there. Do what y'all want. That's fine. That's totally fine. But it's just PCC. It hits a different, a nerve, or different. It don't people have this image in their head, and they go to it and they experience it with this Polynesian Cultural Center. If they
Mm-hmm.
were to go and say, actually, this is the Mormon Cultural Center, this is the Mormon take on Polynesian culture. This is the things that we subscribe to. These are the things that we believe in and that we are
Wait,
going
did
to
you say the Mormon take on Polynesian culture?
Yeah.
Okay, okay.
Yeah, because like
Oof.
their take on it is, yeah, we love this and this. We don't love the tattoos. We love this and this.
Mm.
We don't love that. Like that's fine. Just establish that. And if they
Wait, that
don't,
would be fine with you?
I mean, my take on it wouldn't be this if that was the case, because that's their like we'd have a whole separate conversation.
Yeah.
Like, but I
If it's
wouldn't.
the
I wouldn't.
Mormon Cultural Center where they talk about just Mormon things, I'd be cool with that. But if they create something where they say the Polynesian Cultural Center as curated by the LDS Church, that's still a bit of friction to me. Because again, that's not cultures and religions in harmony. That's like someone cashing in on something else that isn't theirs.
Well, that's a whole
The
different take.
Polynesian culture,
But
sure.
but my
Okay.
thing is, I wouldn't encroach on their IP
Okay.
and be like, you should do it this way. But when it says
Encroach
Polynesian
on their
Cultural Center,
IP.
I'm
Yeah.
encroaching, and it's not even encroachment. It's just like I feel like they shouldn't say they want to stay away from tattoos on the bodies because that's part of the Polynesian culture, and this is the center of that. But if they had
Okay.
if they had this is the Mormon take on Polynesian culture, hey, we have a different talk. That's fine. I wouldn't say, hey, you shouldn't do this because that's what they believe. That's their center. That's their take. Fine. That's cool.
Okay.
You know what I'm
Okay.
saying? But like, no. I mean, what? Yeah,
No, I
yeah,
I hear you. I hear
yeah.
you. Yeah, authorship goes a long way as far as what you can do. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Mhm.
bruh, you float the money, you build it. Cool. All right. That
Yeah,
does a lot of talking for your stance. It's just fuck
yeah,
harmony,
yeah.
harmony.
You know what's crazy too? You brought this up
What?
right before we started recording, and the topic that I've had in my head, but I just keep forgetting to write it down. Have you seen Dan Hooker? Have you seen Dan Hooker, Dan the Hangman, UFC fighter, having them 1 minute scraps? We talked about it before, and
Yeah.
now they have women on there. Like that's the newest one.
Yeah.
They got the
Mm-hmm.
women on there,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't know, bro.
Uh
I
oh.
feel like we're getting exploited out there. It doesn't.
Oh, full on
It
exploited now.
it
Okay.
feels like it, bro. It
Mm-hmm.
literally feels like it,
Where's
and
he
I
from? He's
don't.
from Australia. Yeah. Dan Hooker's from Australia,
He might be from New Zealand.
New Zealand. Yeah.
Yeah, like
There's a lot of us out there. I don't see a lot of white New Zealanders on there from them. Yeah, I see a lot of ours.
it just
It just
it takes me
it does
back.
reek of that.
It takes me back to the Kimbo Slice days. When I
Uh
was
huh.
younger, Kimbo Slice, Jorge Masvidal, like all of them, like
Hmm.
that was a YouTube sensation kind of thing. We'd all watch them backyard brawls, whatever it was called, and you would see
Yeah.
these guys get beat to a pulp, and like you. At first, when I was a kid, 13, 14 years old, I'm watching this and I'm not thinking nothing of it. I'm just like, oh damn, they fight, they chunking, whatever. When
Hmm.
you grow up and you learn, like, bruh, he got his eyeball knocked out the socket for $200.
Hmm.
It feels icky to know
Yeah.
that they did that, and
I
I
yeah.
don't know what the breakdown or the payment is for whatever,
Yeah,
but it
that's what we
it
talked about a bit was payment and where it's going. And I
yeah,
remember saying that like because it's headed by professionals and I'm sure there's medical staff, close by. All these nitpicky reasons, excuses that, you know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Uh it just that makes me feel better about it. But if it's outright exploitation, I mean, I think the presentation will probably be a little more different. You know, if those participating in it are not getting paid the way we would hope that they get paid because the views are getting a lot, then I would cry exploitation.
mhm.
So we need the balance sheet, Dan Hooker. We need the balance sheet. We need to know if your money is going into these fighters' hands the way they deserve,
Yeah,
because if not, that is outright exploitation. and that is something that that needs to be talked about. But
See,
man, I'm caping a lot for some fucking combat sports.
but
I
so
understand.
the issue, or not the issue, but I'll preface it with this: Dan Hooker seems to be tapped in with the Polynesian community. He has
That's another
always,
thing too,
yeah.
bro.
Him and Izzy, Israel Adesanya, I feel like they have a strong connection with Polynesian fighters out there, and so
I felt the same way.
yeah, you can see it, like the training.
Mm-hmm.
You see, there was that situation where a Tongan or Samoan dude like got killed in a street fight, and Izzy and Dan were like helping to raise funds. I know it was Izzy. I think Dan as well. It was like his boy. It was Tongan cat, and so like, and then also knowing that Dan is a part of the UFC, who is infamous for ripping off their fighters.
Hell yeah.
I would assume, instead of following suit and saying I'm gonna rip them off like I got ripped off, I feel like he would do it differently. I'm not saying anything against his character because he seems like a great guy. Dan Hooker has always been like a very a well-liked fighter, and so I just I can't lie. When I seen the dudes fighting or whatever, I was kind of like, damn, that's crazy, but whatever. But now seeing the women fight, I might be sexist. You might say what you want. But like now that I'm seeing the women fight, I'm just like, oh, this ain't cool.
Are you not cool with women combat sports and like female combat sports at all?
No, nah. Cyborg, Amanda Nunes, freaking Holly Holmes, and Ronda Rousey.
That's something different. Yeah, those are professional fighters, and this is you're right. It's different.
It's so there was a video, and it was two girls fighting, and they like were swinging, and it was like going back and forth, and it was all over, because they have a circle of people in these 1 minute scraps. And in the video, Dan Hooker's standing there, and he's like this. He has glasses on. He's just watching, and they get hella close to him. And as they get close to him, one of the girls punches, she misses, and the other girl catches her, and she collapses. She collapses, and she gets knocked out. And other girls like cheer or whatever. And Dan's just like this. And he got his sunglasses on. He's just watching, but he's not moving. And like I said, this might be just a wrong camera angle. This might just be like an unfortunate turn of events, whatever. But just seeing him with the little smirk, watching the girl get knocked out, unconscious, while he's just standing there with his hands folded like this and just like not budging when they like hella close to him, but just standing there and not budging and just watching. It rubbed me the wrong way. It really did.
Okay.
I don't know if it's just the Samoan man in me to see, two Samoan women or Polynesian women.
What it sounds like.
Yeah, like it didn't feel good. Like I don't know.
I know you wouldn't move that way if Dan Hooker did that exact same thing if two Usos was fighting. Like if he was just standing there looking that exact same way, you'd be like,
I feel like I've seen it and it didn't faze me, but just seeing the two, I don't know. Like everything.
Ladies, Sefa is an ally, dude. You can't mistake anything. Sefa is a freaking ally, dude.
Just know that I'm on the exact opposite. I'm on the exact opposite side of Lance. Anyways,
yes. Yeah.
Nah, everything about him, everything that I've seen of Dan Hooker, everything I've seen, it points that he's a great guy. It points that he should be treating these people fairly. It points to all these things, but just that one clip, bro, like just it made my
a
stomach
motherfucker can't fold his arms and have his freaking glasses on.
If I find it and I show you, you let me know if I'm tripping.
I don't think you're tripping at all because that's a very valid. That's a valid way. Yeah, no, I'm just trying to throw it at you, like, bro, what? Is Dan Hooker supposed to go and you sounded very sexist right now. Look at this guy trying to prove his point.
I'm trying to find it.
I believe you. I believe you.
I know you do. I know you do. You're just potting right now, but like,
I'm already imagining it, bro. I don't want to see no fucking white dude fucking covered up with his arms folded, the shades on. Like, bro, that's already giving off slave master in my head, bro. It's already like nah. I already know, bro. The optics is not good. Dan Hooker, what the fuck are you doing? Go and help her.
But-
so Sefa doesn't cry so much.
But he has a referee. They have like medic people.
I'm sure-
like everything is covered.
Everything's covered, Sefa. So what's up?
It's just me. I'm sorry.
I can be your hero, baby. Don't you fight. It takes my breath away. You're not wrong, bro. I'm not, you're not wrong, man. It's just when does exploitation start? It's when Dan Hooker starts treating everybody unfairly, and making them go on stage and do this shit. But man,
I don't know. I know I'm wrong. I know I can tell.
Man,
you know how I know.
Lovers Club.
Yeah. I can tell I'm wrong because I feel how I feel with no facts behind it. It's just I feel this way. That's how you know you're wrong. It's like, why? Why do you feel this way? I don't know. I don't know.
This is something. You know what I mean? I got. What's a feeling?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Look,
hopefully he's not exploiting nobody. It just feels weird. But like what sports showcase doesn't feel like that? You can take it back to the Coliseum.
Come on, bro.
Yeah.
Come on, bro.
You can take it. You really can, though.
Hey, if there's one thing Sefa won't do to prove his point, brother, he will go all the way to ancient Rome. All right, bro? We'll bring up the Colosseum to prove a point. Don't fucking play around with us.
Yeah, there's always that feeling of exploitation, but like, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like some of the people was eating breadcrumbs on the side of the road. And then they get to fight. Now they get some grapes.
That's
like
what I'm saying. Bro, if Dan Hooker was to take it there, take it to Coliseum level exploitation, it's down with Dan Hooker. Okay?
But nah,
you know what I'm saying? But hey, if we're getting a little bit more than crumbs,
and
we got medical staff on hand. What?
Hey, are we just conditioned to just accept exploitation because we watch football? Because we watch football.
Uh-huh.
We see people getting millions of dollars in exchange for brain injuries that past their 50s they will not live a good life.
What is an exploitation anymore, right? Even from our jobs,
a job.
We get exploited for our time. We get exploited for our time.
So are we just accustomed to exploitation? Is that what it is?
I think it's just the way of the land. Yeah. It's the lay of the land. Yeah. But
what's the opposite of exploitation?
We're not going to take it. No, we're not going to take it.
What would be an exploitation free way to work?
Holy fuck, dude.
Hold on, what is exploitation? Hold on, let me Google it.
Google that shit.
They're exploiting me to drink water. Hold on, let me see. Exploitation. The action or fact of treating someone unfairly in order to benefit from their work.
Yeah, okay. Maybe
so basically
to ask for overtime. Letting us just work our 8 hours and go home and not be mad about it.
Well, I would assume what keeps that from being exploitation is the extra payment, time and a half for double time.
Yeah.
So I guess as long as the pay is sufficient for the work, it's not exploitation.
Yeah, but you know what? We should add a caveat to that. Also, treatment. Pay is cool. Pay is great. But treatment should be a factor in exploitation too. If Dan Hooker was treating these fighters, whoever they are, as like shit, along with giving them shitty pay, then yeah, exploitation for sure.
All right, what if the treatment was bad? Like, nah, we're not finna pay for no hotels, we're not finna pay for no medic, whatever. But the pay was better than other fighting platforms, like. Because it does say treat someone unfairly.
That's the action. Everybody's personal thing.
Yeah, the action or fact of treating someone unfairly in order to benefit from their work. So I feel like a big way of treating someone unfairly would be to underpay them.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Because on the other hand, you ever see jobs who don't want to give out raises, but they'll give you a pizza party every couple months?
Yeah.
Hey guys, we didn't have it in the budget, but free pizza
Billions
and bowling.
Billions in profit, and the CEOs all got raises, but yeah, we can't afford to pay y'all. We got this pizza though. Yeah, exactly. Modern day exploitation for sure.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, no, it's yeah. I guess we are just conditioned for it, brother. How the fuck else are they gonna get this work? And how the fuck else are we gonna get this money? I guess we gotta exploit something. We're just not exploiting our bodies. You know what I mean? We could.
Marcus exploits me every Tuesday and Friday, so
yeah. Yeah.
All right, so let us know. Let us know. But
please let us know.
I think that's all we got today, y'all. Sorry, it was very culture heavy, but you know what? Oh well.
Oh yeah. Oh well. I learned something. Did you? I hope y'all did.
Yeah, and if y'all didn't, teach us some. Let us know,
please. Yeah. Teach me how to love. Show me the way to.
I thought you were singing "Hello." Yeah, had a lot of crooks and still y'all. No. Hey, remember when Lil Wayne stole that beat from Finn?
You know what? I think I vaguely remember something about that. Okay, what beat was that? The altar?
How to Love? No, the I'm the one.
Oh, I don't know. Oh, then maybe not. I don't know.
Bro, it's so crazy how similar.
Okay, send me that.
I don't want to play it. I don't want to play the Lil Wayne version, but yeah, I'll play it after.
Okay.
Yeah. Take us out, man.
Clips album. Yeah. Hell yeah.
Clips album.
Yeah. Clips album is out. I listened to it. Justin Bieber's is out too. Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Swag. Yeah.
I think Fantastic Four is out right now.
Oh yeah. Hell yeah. Fuck. We should watch that tonight. Oh, it's probably packed tonight. Go tomorrow.
I'm wait till Tuesday. We got a small theater.
Oh, okay. Yeah, fair enough. Maybe wait till Tuesday. But yeah, okay. Episode 131 in the motherfucking books, okay? Appreciate y'all. Check us out at the Patreon. Check us out at the Polytickin Network everywhere. You know what I mean? Go far. Bye.
Yeah, bye.